All right, guys, so in this video here, I'm gonna be talking about the top 3 reasons I play poker besides for money, okay? Because money is the really obvious one. So we're gonna talk about 3 other reasons that I love the game of poker and what it can provide for you as well, and some of the value that you can see in it as well. So first thing is mobility, okay? So mobility, by mobility, I mean you can live anywhere you want within reason, because you can't actually live in America because it's banned in America, but you can live anywhere you want. There's so many options. You can take your laptop and play poker anywhere, okay? Which is like, it's almost like you can be on a permanent vacation while playing poker for a living, because you just take your laptop, all right? And you can travel around the world if you wanted to. You have so many options. You're not tied down to a certain city like you are with 95% plus percent of jobs out there. So you can do what you want with your time and just be free in that way. To I live in Toronto now, but whenever I want to, I can get up and move to Bali, or I can get up and move to Thailand or South America or Europe or anywhere. I can go anywhere. When I say anywhere, obviously there's certain places you can't play poker, but for the most part, it's pretty free, and the mobility is incredible. So you're not really tied down to any one specific city or country or whatever it may be. So that part of it is absolutely wonderful. The second thing is freedom and lifestyle, okay? So when you're playing poker for a living, everyone that plays for a living knows this is a 24-hour thing. You can play any which time you want. So it's not like you don't have a boss telling you, okay, you have to come in 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, or whatever it may be. You have to come in at this time, and if you're 2 minutes late, you're gonna get fired, or whatever it may be. You don't have to answer to anybody. If you want to take a vacation, you don't have to check in with anybody. You do your own thing. You're like, all right, if you want to take Thursday off, then you're gonna take Thursday off. There's nobody to check in with. There's nobody that you have to fake and call in sick or whatever it may be. You're kind of in control of your own lifestyle, and if you wanted to, you can play 2 or 3 days a week. You can play 7 days a week. You can do anything that you want, right? If you want to make more money, play more hours. If you want to have more of a relaxed lifestyle, play less hours, take more days off. You have that flexibility. In addition to that mobility we talked about. So you're so free in so many different ways. And I think a lot of poker players take these kind of things for granted after a while. We've been playing poker for, I personally have been playing poker for a living for over 10 years now. So there comes a point where our brains start to take it for granted, until we, go home or visit our friends, and we're like, oh shit, everyone else is they have to work 9 to 5s, and you're just like, wow, this is and then you start to feel even more grateful for your life when you come back to it, and it's wonderful, and for people that don't like waking up early, you can start playing from 4 p.m. to midnight. You can play from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can set your own hours and play whenever you want to, and then not play whenever you want to. So those are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things about poker that we definitely shouldn't take for granted. We should be grateful for, and it's one of the reasons why I love poker so much. Third thing is the mental challenge and competition aspect of it. So I love this part of it, just to be able to outthink your opponents when you're playing. There's so much there's strategizing involved, and the competition aspect of it. These are all very intriguing things and exciting things, at least for me personally. Not everyone maybe might feel this way, but I just like, that type of challenge, the puzzle solving ability challenge, the math that's involved in poker. All those things are exciting to me. And also the fact that the more you put in, the more you're gonna get out, the more you're in direct control of how much income you can potentially make by how many hours you spend a day studying, and how you structure your days, and how much poker are you willing to play? Like how many things are you willing to sacrifice, to put in the hours to study, to play, to be grinding at the table? So it's all under your control. So you have a lot more control in poker than we think. Like we might think, oh, we don't have any control because, you know, the cards fly out the way they want. But you actually do have a lot of control, all right? You have a lot more control than you think, because when you're playing, you know, you're making these great decisions. You're also in control of how much you kind of make yourself study. You're in control of how many hours you put in at the tables. So you are in a lot of control long-term. You know, when you're working a job, whether you do it, some jobs, you can do it in an excellent way, or you can do it in a kind of shitty way, and you get paid the same amount of money. It's just like a set amount of money. Like in poker, if you do something in an excellent kind of way, you set up your days where you're maximizing every single day, and you're doing the studying and you're grinding, you're gonna make more money. So what your actions are in direct correlation with how much money you can potentially make. So those are all incredible things about poker that I absolutely love. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe remind some of you guys of some of these wonderful things. Like sometimes, because, you know, like I said, when we play poker for a long time, sometimes we think to ourselves like, oh, it's just like, you know, it's getting boring or whatever it may be. And we kind of forget all these amazing things that come along with being a poker player, a professional poker player, you know. And for those of you, I just wanted to remind you, and then for those of you that maybe you just stumbled upon this channel and you're like, who's this guy, you know, just like these are the great things, you know, in addition to the money you'll make. So let me know if you guys have any comments on this video or any thoughts at all, and I'll be happy to come in, chime in, and we'll have a little discussion. And I'll see you guys in the next video.